Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Well, hopefully you're doing great. Well, today's topic actually has to do with a bit of some international topics and some things that have been going on um, since like the beginning of times, dare I say. So, what we're going to talk about is one of the differences between Spanish and English language. And it's worth noticing that our main difference, in a way, is that we may have, because we may have pronouns that refer to both both genders. Now, something quite important to mention and to note always is that all the genders that we consider in Spanish language grammatically refer only to that, to grammar per se. Okay, so grammatical gender does not mean that people and that they actually identify with gender. This is only to know more words and how they are constructed. I apologize for the cat. Remember, she always likes to learn Spanish. There she is. This is Luna, la gata. And if we refer to the male part of a cat, like the male cat, we only say in Spanish, el gato. So as you see, there are many modifiers of words, and this is only about gender differencing. So in my image over there, ¿quiénes son? So as you can see, we can refer to things, we can refer to professions, we can refer to people in general in two different genders in Spanish. So you might say, well, Monse, in English, we also do that. Well, of course, you have pronoun he, she. There are certain specific words that may refer to female objects or to male objects, animals, or people. There might be, but in Spanish, one of its characteristics is that pretty much there is gender differencing like all along. And this is only grammatical gender, and I will stress that throughout the whole presentation today. This is only grammatical gender, only for grammar purposes. Having that said, let's begin. So when we are referring to professions, we can see two differences. So what can you see over there? El profesor, over here, el profesor y la profesora. So we have articles, we have nouns that refer to feminine or masculine, femenino o masculino. Then let's continue with this. Of course, profesora, profesor. So you see, one of the most how to call. Yes, it's one of the characteristics of Spanish is that most nouns, not all though, most nouns that end with a will be to refer to specifically feminine things, people. So if we actually see a word ending in a, then we already know that we should use a modifier. What kind of modifier? In this case would be a determiner, actually. What kind of determiner? Femenino, like la or una, las or unas. So now we're talking about articles, determiners. If we know that our noun is femenino, then we already know that la, una, las, unas will be the one determining whether it's singular or plural. And we would also need to check here. So, la profesora, una profesora, o las profesoras, unas profesoras. Venga. ¿Quiénes son? Who are they? You see, they are carrying backpacks, están cargando mochilas, están vestidos de una forma relajada, están contentos. Who are they? Well, they are kids. Son niños, because it's plural. Son niños. Y ellos van a la escuela. So then we have also nouns like this that end with e, and they generally refer to both genders. So you can say, ellos son estudiantes, and then you would know that there might be female students over there in that group that you're referring to. And of course, that's the idea. You're referring to a group of students if you say estudiantes, but you don't know the number of female students and you don't know the number of male students. The thing here with students, with estudiantes, is that if you say estudiantes, los estudiantes, then in the group there will be more male students because you are determining it with los. However, if you said las estudiantes, in that group, there would be more female members. So that is one of the beauties of Spanish. If you are part of a group and then female members outnumber male members, of course you will be able to use every female determiner that you can find. For example, estudiantes. Let's use this word over here. If female members outnumber male members, then we can say las estudiantes. Or we can say, if you're part of the students group, you can say nosotras. Or if you see them, you can like, and that is one of the beauties of Spanish. So gender, grammatical gender is considered. If plural members, like for plurals, if female members outnumber male members, you can use all the female determiners you find. Having that said, I'm talking about determiners. I'm talking about other modifiers like adjectives and everything that has to do with nouns that will modify the noun should be and always be used in femenino. So, I hope that this has helped you all because sometimes there is lack of concordance of what we're saying. ¿Por qué? Well, because we don't know these rules. And actually, that was a modification from RAE, like a recent one. The last one that they did was in 2010. And it's because they are trying, of course, to visualize the importance and the role of women in the world. And having that celebrated, well, of course, we use, like in plurals, if there are more female members of a group, just use the feminine gender. That is a way. But there are also different rules about that. For example, let's see another one. Ellos son médicos. When we have nouns that end in o, some professions will be like that. Some professions won't modify, won't change a, they won't add as at the end. Okay, so in this case, médico, we only determine whether el médico is male, grammatical gender again, or la médico. So if we have nouns ending in o, then is when we don't modify the word, it's just we determine it. ¿Cuáles son Nuestros determinantes son los artículos. Un médico, unos médicos. And with that, we are referring that the group of doctors, the group of physicians are male. But if we say la médico, las médicos, then we're talking about female doctors. Okay, so that's another example. Monse, you just told me that nouns that end with o can be whether femenino or masculino. Yes, some of them are the exception because over here tenemos al carpintero. But we do say la carpintera. Why are you confusing me with words? Well, because actually médico es una de las excepciones. But we have professions like médico, we have professions like abogado, carpintero, mecánico, cocinero. Most of them, of course, will change. But médico is the exception. Write it down. Write it down. Médico is one of the exceptions. And like this, we will have many words that we can research. So if you were interested in doing research, I recommend read blogs, go to RAI, check in the dictionary, because I would like to share with you in another video how to use a dictionary, what considerations you should take when using a dictionary, what resources are available for you to check your words, to check if you're using them properly. And of course, come to us, ask for help. Let us know if we can help you and assist you in any ways. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for joining me today. And actually, you see purple ribbon over there, and it's because worldwide, we are still celebrating International Women's Day, and we're still in the fight. So that's why I wanted to talk about grammatical gender today. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today, and hopefully you'll reach out to find out what you can do and how you can improve your Spanish skills. All right, guys, see you soon. Bye-bye.